shoot in Houston last year. And so now everybody's like, what happened to Queen of Africa? We need to go ahead and put it out there again. And I was like, well, I'm ready now. I'm cancer free. I'm still kind of got some little things going on. But I said, God, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? I constantly stay at the doctor if I feel anything going on or whatever. I'm 52 now. I'm getting older, so I'm really healthy, eating healthy, walking, working out, trying to keep myself healthy and strong. So I'm ready. I'm just ready. I'm just not going to be fearful no more. I can't let them stop me because there's some people right now trying to stop me.
Well, they ain't gonna stop because the Bible said
Yeah,
God
stop
not
me.
give
And
you the
that
spirit
matter
of
of fact,
fear.
the person was on your show.
Huh?
Ooh, tell us the tea. Let me stop.
The person's on my show.
Yeah.
Well, if you're gonna say it, just go ahead and say it.
Like I want to tell the tea, but I'm not ready to tell the tea yet.
Okay,
But
when we get off of here, we're gonna hop on here.
It's crazy how people try to take your gift and try to use you for the benefit themselves. It's crazy. And I just keep seeing it. I keep seeing it on social media. And I was like, wow, this person is really, whew, Lord have mercy.
Hey.
Wow, that's
I was
amazing.
like, wow. Because you know how I found you? Somebody reached out to me and say, I think you should go on this guy's show. And I was like, oh, okay, I've seen it, but I never really, pay attention to it. And so she's like, yeah, go on that show. And I was like, why are you so animated for me to go on this show? She said, because this is a step out for this person that was on there, this person that was on your show, she told me about. I was like, oh, for real? I said, well, okay. And she said, I want you to go out the show because I like the show. I guess my friend watches you all the time or whatever, live stream, see what you're doing. And she said, this is a step out there for you to get noticed again. And she said, I think this is a good platform. So she told me to get on there. And then she sent me the flyer of the person that was on this show too.
Oh, I really want to know who this person was.
No, well,
They can be
y'all,
all the
we
same.
gotta
They can be
save
all
it for when we gonna save it for when we off air because we gonna give our audience y'all better stay tuned because it be going down and walking his way. Okay, because
Wow.
obviously we are reaching the people, right?
Yeah, you reaching people because it's crazy because somebody else said something. I was like, I don't know who that is. And they was like, I'm telling you, you need to go on. And you just told me that you want to get back out there in the fashion industry. And I think this podcast would be great for you. And then the person that tried to demolish you and tried to mess up your career was on this same show. And I was like,
Ooh,
what?
honey.
So I was like, okay, let's go.
So,
Let's go.
so Miss King, tell us
Let's
this,
get
because you came on the podcast to put it out there, to step out of your comfort zone, and to get back in the spotlight that's obviously
I'm
yours.
telling you, I am not like I told people. I've been like I always try to follow God and listen to Him.
Right.
I'm not a messy person. I don't try to mess with nobody. I'm just doing my own thing. But when you come across me and you do things to me, and I forgive, but I don't forget. I'm just telling you, watch out. Watch out, because when I come back, I'm coming back hard. I'm not coming back playing. I don't have cancer. God has delivered me from cancer. I have been surviving 4 years. I am straight, and my mind is clear. My hands is ready. If you can see the Christmas wreaths I got in front of me, that is so beautiful. Oh my God, they are
Well,
so
tell us
amazing.
this.
Let me
Tell
just
us,
show you one.
I'm about to say, show us one of the wreaths, and one of your hats.
If I can turn it around. This is one of them.
Yes, that is very pretty.
All my wreaths come with centerpieces. And so people just been ordering them, calling me on social media because I go live and try to show them and for people to see them. And I told them, they said, we want to see the fashion. We ready.
How can we shop with you, and how can we see all that you do? How can we communicate and support you?
My Facebook is Pretty Face King, or you can go on my Instagram, Armenti Pretty Face King. Either one of them places you can go and find me.
Pretty Face King or Armenti Pretty Face King.
Mm-hmm. I'm on social media. I've been working on this little TikTok thing. Oh Lord Jesus.
TikTok
my son, he's like an influencer on there. He dances and all that kind of stuff. So he was like, Mom, I'm gonna have to get with you and show you how to do this TikTok thing. Because I mean, when I showed some of the people of my grief, they was like, oh my God, man, you gotta show this. You really have to show your gift and talent. You can't be in a bubble. Because I've been in a bubble for like 5 years now. It's just like everybody that I connected with tried to either steal my fashion or put lies out there on the industry on me. And people know Miss King. So they were like, wait a minute, they would come back telling me stuff. So I said, you never know who you meet, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I always try to have a good relationship with everybody that I meet. And I'm always a helper, always trying to help people. If people need help, I'm always out there helping people. So when people see things they trying to do to something, I know Miss King, no, I ain't gonna let you do that. So that's why I'm thank God every day that I try to keep a good relationship with people. You have to do that. Because when somebody try to hurt you, they gonna jump in there in the midst and say, no, I'm not gonna let you do that to her. So
Yes.
I'm ready. I'm
So
ready.
you are a mom of 7, a cancer survivor, a fashion inspiration, a
Yes, ma'am.
seamstress. You also make jewelry and custom wreaths. Did I get that all right?
Yeah, girl, you can.
You forgot.
Man, I just love the fashion industry. I just love it. You know what I'm saying? I'll style you for a wedding. I'll style you for a birthday. If you're having a party, you say, Miss King, I need this, this, that. I got you. I got you. You know, I've been doing styling forever, fashion design. I've always had a wedding planning business. I love making things by hand. I've done everything, you know. But my passion is I love taking care of people. Right now, I'm taking care of a man that has dementia and Parkinson's, and he's really not doing good. So, you know, I attend to him every day and make sure he eats and take his medicine and give him his injections and stuff like that. So that's something that I really love too, is taking care of the seniors. Seniors, if you got a mama, a grandmother, auntie, and they going through some things and y'all need help, please reach out to me because that is my passion. I love taking care of seniors. Sometimes some of them don't have nobody to help them. So, you know, I'm there, you know, and I'm just so known in that industry. They'll call me. People have picked up my phone and just call me like, my mom, she's not doing well. Can you come and help me? And I still go to some of my old clients that I don't even take care anymore and just go by there and make sure they're okay, do a well check on them. Because I have a couple that was 93, both of them 93 years old. And they live in a big old house by themselves. And she had an eye surgery. And I had to have her lay down, face down for like an hour every day. You had to lay down like that. And I took care of her and I took care of her husband. They needed me to cook. I cooked for them. I cleaned the house for them, make sure they took their medicines, whatever I needed to do for them. And then once her eye got better, then I went on to my next client. So that's something that I love to do as well. Not just fashion, but taking care of our seniors. And if y'all know anybody out there that's a senior, you got a neighbor or somebody live down the street from you, and you don't see Miss Smith coming out the house, go check on her, knock on the door. Just say, Miss Smith, I just wanted to check on and see what you're okay. Because a lot of these seniors live by themselves. They don't have family that come and see them sometimes. Maybe they have a daughter that comes maybe every once in a while, but you live right down the street from them. Just check on our seniors.
You're absolutely right. And you have such a big heart because sometimes we forget about our elders. You know, we focus on youth, we focus on ourselves, but we have to remember the generation that looked out for us will one day need us to look out for them.
You know, that's what my grandma, our big mama. You know, we got different names, Nana, Big Mama. You know, we got to check on our people, our grandmothers. Even if y'all have grandmothers, you know, sometimes we working, we got kids, we going to school, and we don't think, oh, grandma all right. No, go check on her. You know what I'm saying? She might be sick. She might need you to cook a meal for her. She might want you to sit by her, just hold her hand, just talk to her. So we have to check on our seniors too. So that's my passion. I love it. I love it. I go all the time and just check on them.
Big shout out because I said big shout out to you because my mom, she suffers, well, she just was diagnosed recently with Parkinson's disease. So it's definitely a tough thing to deal.
It is.
The
big even if you be there for her and just try to talk to her, and things are gonna change. It's gonna get the Parkinson's is not really it don't get better. It really kind of get worse. But we try to make them comfortable and through all that. you know. And if she have Parkinson's, sometimes you might want to go and exercise with her, walk, because eventually certain things in her body is going to change. Her arms, her hands is going to be, you know, I had one, his hand was like this and he couldn't even open it. When I showered him, I had to go through his hand and it kind of hurt. But I was like, I got to clean your hands, you know, I got to clean you up, you know. So I'm praying for her, you know, just be there, you know, for her. Just be there, because it's gonna get rough some days. Some days she's gonna have some great days, and then some days she's gonna have some bad days.
And that's exactly what I am. Like, I usually go try and see her every day. Like, I put her really close to me where I'm able to pretty much access her every day. But that's exactly like what I go through. Like, some days she better than others. Some days she might not want to get out the bed. She might be just painful.
It is
She
painful for them.
in her lower extremities.
Yeah, it's painful for them. But
Yeah.
you know, you gotta keep her active, you know. And I tell people when they do have Parkinson's, you want to make them try to get up, even if she don't walk or she got a wheelchair. One thing you do want to do is get them up. You don't want them to lay there all day, every day. You want to at least get them up, take them in the living room, make sure they get in the shower. You know, you can't take them a shower every day because their body aches. But at least like the guy I have is 3 times a week. You know, we make sure he get in the shower. You know, he's still walking, but some days he just not there. But you know, I just keep on pushing him. Like I call him Papa. I say, "Come on, Papa, we gotta go. We gotta go." You know, so make, you know, if you can do exercises with her hand movement, leg movement, because eventually she's gonna get in a state where she ain't gonna be able to move too much.
Miss Arminty, have you thought about doing your own healthcare business?
Where I started doing a healthcare helping hands, I started last year. And I had probably about 10 patients, but most of them had COVID. So I lost 6 of them. And so I still kind of go out and help out. But then when it got so bad, you know, man, I couldn't handle it for one time. I mean, I've seen 18 people die from COVID. It was so devastating. And then my friend, she's a nurse, so she's like, hey, come go with me. Let's go to New York. I was like, oh my God. I stayed a month. I was like, I'm out. I can't do it. They just throwing bodies in the corner. Like, I'm like, that's somebody's mother. That's somebody's son, somebody's child. And I just told my friend, I appreciate it. I got my little 20,000 and came back to Dallas and opened up my store after that. And I just worked in like the nursing homes and stuff. I couldn't handle it. It was just too bad out there, especially New York. Florida was okay, but New York,
Yeah, it was real bad.
oh my God, it was like that really stopped me from like changing myself to go back to do fashion, because I'm gonna always do nursing, but my fashion, that's where I really love. And I love my seniors. So I was like, hey, what can I do to really just push this stuff and do both? So that's what I'm working on, trying to open my own healthcare facility, or either just do it mobile, just go to people. Because right now in, what is it, McKinney, they have 3 different home apartments and all of them seniors live in there. And I take care of the seniors that I take care of, but the other people be seeing me like, can you help me? Okay, I smell you cooking for them. I can smell it all out the window. So now she done, the lady that I'm taking care of, her husband promoted me to everybody in the building. So I was like, okay, what can I do to help them? You know, so I'm putting some stuff together, trying to help everybody that I can, whoever I can. If I can get some workers to come behind me and help me with the
It
seniors,
sounds like
we
you
can
need
build
a
something.
team for this
I
next
do need a
level in your
team.
life. I know that you had this wall built up because of trust, but sometimes in order to
I
elevate,
know.
you got to get you a team.
Yeah, if I had a team, when I tell you we'd be rocking, because it is so beautiful to go over there and see all them seniors walking around, they driving themselves. And then when I see them, because they see me in my nurse uniform all the time, they're like, hey, you a nurse? You're so pretty. Can you come help me with something? I'm like, okay, yes, ma'am. I go in there and help them. And then I was telling the lady today, she's like, Miss King, we done started something. I said, yeah, you done told everybody.
So, Miss King, you got to get you some business cards. So, when
Yeah, I
people
gotta
want
do
to shop and
something.
stuff with you, do they just inbox you, or how do people
Man,
shop
most
with
of the
you?
time I tell them to go to my Instagram and DM me, you know, or they can go on Helping Hands, Memory Care, where that's my other website for my senior, taking care of my seniors. So I'm trying to get some stuff together, because I told them, I know the lady says like $2,000 to get the license. So my daughter's like, hey, I'll cover that for you. and then you can go from there. And I said, well, I still want to do that, and I still want to do my fashion, but I have so many business. I'm telling you, and it's just me. I don't sit here and did what about 10 reefs already just by myself every day. Because once I come home, take my shower, eat, take my nurse uniform, I was gonna be late for this class. I was like, oh Lord, Jesus, hurry up, let me get this food cooked. And I love to cook.
What you cook today?
Oh baby, I cooked some shrimp and I made me some scalloped potatoes.
Sounds good. Well,
Now I'm
okay.
gonna make tomorrow. I want some neck. I want some oxtails.
You gonna
Oxtails,
you gonna
cook
carry on
up
live?
and high water cornbread. That's what I want.
Mm. I
Gotta
need the
cook.
recipe.
Girl, and I made the best Alfredo. Oh my God.
She said, "Oh my God."
It's serious, but I made it for the people I take care of. They said, oh my God. Then I had took the little bowl. I said, you don't mind if I take it to the lady next door? So I took her a bowl. And then the other man wanted, I said, oh Lord. So I took him a bowl. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get some business out of this apartments.
Dang, I
Cooking.
mean, it's
I love
like,
cooking. I love cooking too.
wow. It's like, and we got to give you your roses because that takes a special individual to doing what you're
Oh
doing.
my
Because some
God.
people
It
don't even
does
have
take
the
a
heart
it
for
takes
that.
a lot. It takes a lot because people that has the this man not have just have Parkinson's, he has dementia too. And he has and he's a diabetic. So he got three things that's going on in his body, and I just give him praise because he be one day he be off and one day he's not. But it's just like his wife was like, dang, you just connected with my husband so good because any other person, he wouldn't even take a shower, he wouldn't do nothing. And now he's eating, he's taking a shower, he talks and laughs with you. I said, because I just have that gift. God has really blessed me with that gift. And there's so many seniors that I just connected with. Like the lady that I live with, I was going through something. That's why I'm so adamant about domestic violence. And I have Broken Sisters Foundation. I just started it probably about 6 months ago because there's so many women out there that's been abused by their husband, boyfriends, whoever. They're being abused. And I went through some stuff like that. And the lady gave me a shelter here where I can have peace and quiet, where I don't have to deal with nobody trying to abuse me or hurt me. So I sat down and I said, I've supposed been writing a book a long time ago, and it's called I Am Bruised But Not Broken. And I tell people all the time, a bruise a heal. You know what I'm saying? So if you broken, but you're not bruised. And a bruise, you get a bruise on your arm, it heals. So I kept on saying, I need to start a foundation that can help women out there that's been abused. So I came up with it's called Broken Sisters. And so I've been building that up. I got a church that's going to help me donate some things. And so I need to get out there and start being active on that. So I am here in Van Alstyne, Texas. Everybody's like, where the heck is that? I'm way in the boondocks. But it's peaceful out here. It's quiet, beautiful homes out here. And I can really think and be creative. That's why I think God just put me here. So he want me to be back out there. And he was like, no, we're not going to be scared. We're going to walk by faith, not by sight. And we're going to get out there and we're going to help a lot of people.
Oh yeah, because most definitely, 'cause a lot of people do need help. And we know domestic violence is taking place right now. We don't know what somebody's going
Yeah.
through in the comfort of their own home. Somebody's being abused physically, sexually, mentally. You know it.
Yeah.
But I don't like domestic violence. I don't go along with a man putting his hands on a woman. I mean, if you're gonna do all that, don't need to be together. It can't get to the point where you get that mad, you're gonna punch somebody in the face. There's
Yeah.
no excuse for that. That's not justified. If you get that mad, go buy a punching bag or so. Punch on that. Get your frustration out on that. But never take it out on the enemy's kids. Forget about the children. Children
Yeah.
go through abuse.
Same thing.
Well, their
Because
parents
people don't
take it out on
realize
them.
when you're getting abused by your husband, you don't realize that you're abusing the kids as well because they seeing that and they gonna grow up like that. I know it's guys right now that they watch their mom get beat and then they end up being abuser on their girlfriends because that's what they watch and they never got help to figure out they don't supposed to do that. Is this the right way? And I commend I think his name is Snappy or something like that. He's on Love and Hip Hop.
Oh, you talking
A
about Lil
little
Scrappy?
scrappy, a little scrappy.
Little Scrappy. And I commend him because he's seen his mother in a trap house and doing all this stuff. And he was saying he never really got the help that he needed to overcome some of the things. And I was just proud of him just to step out there and say the things that he did say to his mom, even though she was looking at him like it was
I
just
was
like
so
he didn't know what he
upset
was talking about, huh?
with her. I was so upset how she responded to him. Like,
Yeah, and I'm like, this man went through a lot, and you never,
I was,
and I commend him just for even just speaking up about it. You know, some men hide that stuff and don't speak out. Men don't speak out a lot of stuff. It's the women that do more of the speaking. But I just commended him for doing that. I was like, man, I wish I could just go and give him a hug and just pray with him. You know what I'm saying? Because that was commendable. But she made me so mad. I was like, if I ever meet her, I'm gonna tell her something.
Yeah, I
Because
mean,
that was
cause
like,
no,
wow, you just don't know what people go through.
right, and like you have to realize, cause guys deal with a lot of trauma. You know, the book that I read, Laws of Human Nature, a lot of stuff that people go through has started in their childhood when they was growing up, and especially with some guys was never taught to communicate, be open. They was taught just be tough, cry
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
women are taught to be independent. Oh, I'm independent. I'm independent. We all need help. That's good. We are strong and stuff like that. But sometimes we gotta let people help us. You know what I'm saying? I'm like that too. I'm very, very independent, but sometimes I gotta just let my hands down and say, okay, come on, let's help me. You know, I'm really, really independent. I don't really like people helping me do a lot of things. But I know I sometimes I need the help, you know. But I just the trust thing is that why are you helping me? Why are you so getting so close to me? So it's like that. And now like people still call me to say, hey, Miss King, can I use your designs in a photo shoot? But I have to be there with my clothes now. I don't just send my stuff. I used to send my clothes out to models and photographers and stuff like that. But now I just don't do it no more. I just have to be there with my clothes because
So,
if I'm gonna get them back or you know what gonna happen. So
right.
it's a trust thing for me, and I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
So, will you have contracts in place for people that like want to use your stuff?
Well,
Like,
see, at first I was doing it so much because I trusted these people that I was giving my stuff to, so I didn't really have a contract with them. But now my daughter, she's like, Mama, I'm gonna make you up some contracts. So when people get your stuff, you got a contract, they don't bring it back, then you can sue them. You have a contract signed by them that they
that's
use
true.
your pieces, you know. And I have so many clothes because when the pandemic got real bad, I had to close my boutique up. And I had my knees was swollen so big, I thought I hit something. I was like, did I hit my knee on something? And my knee was just so huge, and they told me that I had chronic arthritis in my knees. So I just closed my store down and quit my job, and my daughter just took care of me, so I didn't have to work or whatever. And so I have all these clothes now. I have clothes, shoes, handbags. I got so many clothes, it's ridiculous. So I need somebody to get them clothes. I need to do something with them clothes.
And
I
also,
got
there's
so much
another thing you
stuff.
do too. Also, I know you have your own show as well that you do on Facebook Live. I seen it on your page the other day, so you never mentioned that. So go
Um,
ahead and mention that
Well, I was
also.
doing our Minty morning show, and I was doing, our corner closet. I was doing all kind of stuff, showing people how to style clothes, how to put certain things that you have in your closet together. Because like when we do our summer clothes, we put all our summer clothes back up in the closet. When you can take them and transform into winter clothes, you could take a dress and put a blazer with it, or you could put a turtleneck under it. You can change your summer clothes into winter clothes. So that's what I was doing. I had a pair of pants that I created, and I can just make a dress. I made a pair of pants. I made like 5 different outfits out of that one pair of pants. So I was doing it for a while.